Okay, so Married at First Sight's tonight's episode was called Romance or Regret. We pick up after the weddings. They go to bed. Day one of marriage. Clara and Ryan, Brianna, Vincent, Eric, and Virginia. Their first morning waking up together. Clara and Ryan chat about TV, and he's like, "Well, what's your favorite TV show?" And she's like, "Well, I don't like Breaking Bad." And he's like, "Really? That's one of my top five." And she's just like, "I don't watch much TV." And it was kind of rocky, if you will. Now going through brunch with each other's parents, Haley and Jacob. Jacob talks a lot about his body and red meat in his house. Virginia and Eric were cuddled up at breakfast. Eric tells Virginia he was previously married. They say they will talk through it. Chris and Paige. Chris goes to get breakfast, but he seems to get lost. When he returns, it takes him a long time to return to the room. She calls, but no answer. When Chris does return, he tells Paige that he isn't attracted to her. They had boom boom multiple times, but just doesn't feel that desire to want her. Eric meets his in-laws. Victoria meets her in-laws. Same for Clara and Ryan. Clara doesn't really do organized religion. They bless their food. Parents say not what they had in mind for Ryan, but they'll wait to see what happens because it's God's plan. Clara's parents meet Ryan. He will respect Clara, wants to know anything that he should know. Mom says communication. Divorce isn't an option. Eric and the in-laws. He says he's 34, been previously married. The father explains with his divorce that she is hesitant to fall in love. And the niece, we go over to Virginia now. The niece asks first impression, and she says he's cute. Family friend who's at Virginia's meeting with the in-laws says he won't be the center of attention. The mom says it's okay before kids being a pilot's wife. Virginia is like it's a 50-50 decision. She doesn't really want kids right away, and his mom is pushing for kids. Virginia says someday. Jacob's parents meet Heidi. His mom says he's a loner. Teacher said he was 5 going on 85 growing up. The mom says it's not easy. Her parents and family, it's not easy concerning marriage. The parents and family meet Jacob. Jacob talks about his house, how he wants to surprise her. The brother says, well, she likes to dive. Her mom says she's a foodie and she likes to eat. Sometimes she shuts down, just back off. Brother says that she can be hard, but hang in there. Paige is with his family. Paige tells the family there's a bump in the road and asks for help to really fill in the blanks. She tells them about how Chris says it's on paper a match, but zero attraction. She says that they had boom boom last night and this morning. So the family wants her to know that they respect her and that her spirit is amazing. Dad says, write it out. Brianna meets Vincent's parents. The cousin says she's protective and wants to know what she was looking for, and she says she wants to have someone to love and care for her, someone who is going to be her family. Works a lot, he is, and yet a calm person, and she's a calm person and wants to know what he's like when he gets mad. They're all saying just work with him to calm him down. Vincent says communication is the key. The last relationship was 2 years ago. Career choice is what ended it. He will talk about his work with her mom, who's protective of her daughters. So Vincent is an entrepreneur, and the mom she gives off a inkling like she doesn't approve of that. And if it doesn't go through, he does have a plan B, and he's doing real estate. Chris chats with his family. Chris feels like she told on him like a little boy. Ryan and Clara chat about the visit with the family. Clara and Ryan chat about communication and patience. Haley and Jacob chat about parents' brunch, that not picky when it comes to food. Jacob says give Haley space and give Haley time. I think that's what the family told Jacob. Sorry, got that mixed up. Vincent and Bree chat about protecting Bree. They're talking about what they all chatted about. And Vincent says takes a lot to get him mad that he doesn't know what his family was talking about. Chris is crying and upset when Paige finds him. He's feeling disrespected. She says she told her guy friends about him not feeling attracted to her, and her guy friends just don't get it either. Paige says you have a lot of problems with a lot of things. A feud starts happening. You can see problems, just major problems. Chris says you disrespected me. She goes inside the room. He leaves Virginia and Eric chat about family visit. Eric wants to focus on marriage, not so much the party lifestyle with drinking and going out to different venues. He's older than she is. His mom wants kids, but so does Eric. Virginia finds this out. Chris is in the room. Paige got her hair done. Chris is kind of apologetic, not fully. Paige says she wants checked out at this point, but fill in the blanks later. Oh, wait a minute. Or that they owe it to themselves to get to know each other, to find out why, in fact, they were matched, and maybe with time, they'll figure it out together. A knock on all the doors. Well, there's a gift basket from the experts to help them celebrate marriage and go on their destination honeymoon. They all go to Vegas. They all talk about upcoming trip to Vegas. They are packing to go to Vegas. Haley says she doesn't feel married, but looks forward to learning more about Jacob. Clara and Ryan pack, says they don't, and Clara tells Ryan, don't hover over me. Vincent and Bree pack. She plays with his hat. Virginia and Eric pack. She asks him not to get lost, and he definitely says not. Paige and Chris pack. Paige says this is a fresh start. Chris wants to start over. They all leave their rooms. Pastor talks about the connection of marriage, how some is instant, how some takes time. All the couples meet each other. Chris tried to match people, and guess what? He guessed wrong with who belonged to who. They board a plane, arrive in Vegas. Vincent's grandma had a heart attack. Vincent tells Bree about Grandma. Bree's very caring and supportive, and if he has to leave, she understands and is okay with it. Clara is happy to be with Ryan as her husband, and they agree that their friendship is happening. She would like to take it to the next level. However, she wonders if Ryan would. Paige and Chris, they share a glass of champagne. They talk, and then they kiss. Day 2 of marriage. Haley and Jacob have champagne. Everybody's always drinking champagne. I noticed this on here. And she wants to figure out why they were matched. Jacob says taking it slow, getting to know each other. Romance will come eventually on the honeymoon. That's what he said in a separate interview, not the same interview with her sitting next to him. They get ready for bed. Building a connection and chemistry is something that takes time. Eric and Virginia check out the room. Virginia finds alcohol. Eric toasts to us and all about Virginia's first time to Vegas. Eric is a positive attitude about Virginia, and they do have chemistry. Lots of positive and negative notes in this episode. It's going to be one I'm going to be anxious to see who works things out. Now, obviously, I don't think Chris and Paige has a snowball chance in Hades, but if they stay together, it'll be a miracle. Virginia and Eric, he's older, he's been divorced. She likes to party. Two polar opposites, but opposites attract, so you have to stay tuned for that. Clara and Ryan, she seems so high-handed and so high-maintenance, and he seems laid back and carefree in his lifestyle, so I don't see how those two are going to complement each other in the long run. Bree and Vincent, I think, make an excellent couple, and I hope and pray they make it to the end. We'll see. Haley and Jacob, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's so mismatched there because he seems so closed off, but I think it's because he's not used to opening up. She's going to have to be patient and understanding and work with him. It all takes time and patience, like Jacob said, in order to build that communication, in order to build that relationship. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes as well. So, I want to say this is my final, I don't know if it's going to be my final video or not, because I haven't decided if I'm going to sing, because I work the next 4 days. I will go ahead and say keep your social distance. Wash your hands. When you cannot wash your hands, make sure you're using your hand sanitizer. Always keep your 6 foot of social distance and wear your mask. So, with that being said, good night. God bless.